Hi guys, today we are going to see the problem on pump power calculation. So you can calculate power even for the household pump also. So there are many types of pumps: vertical pumps, horizontal pumps that are categorized like overhang pumps, vertical pumps, between bearing pumps, and we will go to that part later. So we will just directly go to the problem. We'll just power calculation for centrifugal pumps. So I am going for centrifugal pump. The most of the pumps are centrifugal only compared to other piston and plunger pumps. So that's why we are going for that. The basic formula for calculating centrifugal pump power is you can say theoretical power. Theoretical power required for the pump. So we can take it as Q H rho G. So this is the general formula. So this Q means it is a volumetric flow rate. Volumetric flow rate that should be in meter cube per second, and H is the differential head. It's not head, it is differential head. Last time I told you total suction head and total discharge head. So between the difference between those two is called differential head. So that will be taken in meters, and density, density will always be kg per meter cube in SI units. This is gravitational constant. That is 9.81 meter per second square. So this is a general equation. So if you change the units, there will be a constant maybe coming here. So that also will be taken into account. So here we are going in SI units. So we don't need to worry about the constant at all. So we can directly calculate. We can take a case like a pump. There is a pump in industry. We will always go on industrial basis. So there is a pump. We may need to pump water or about 3 lakh kg per hour to some distance having 30 degrees Celsius. Okay, so the temperature is very, very important. So if the temperature changes, the water density changes. It varies with temperature. Density varies with temperature. So temperature, we have to look at that also. So now we can go into the sum and we can calculate the power required. So let's take we can write that given that. Keep this in mind. A water pump has to pump a mass of 300,000 kg per hour, and for example you can take it as in industry, sugar industry or whatever it is, food industry commonly. This is mass flow rate, and temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, and say the pump is having about the efficiency of, we can take the efficiency of about 73%. This is efficiency of pump. So just mentioned P. So there is efficiency of motor also. So efficiency motor we can take it as 90%. So that will be 0.9. This will be 0.73. So these are the values we have. From this we have to calculate the power required. Theoretical power required for the pump. Okay, so based on this we can decide what is the motor power rating that is required for this pump to pump the liquid. Okay, now we don't know the volumetric flow rate, so we just know the mass flow rate only. This is mass flow rate, m dot. Okay, so the density is equal to mass by volume. From this we can take volumetric. If you reverse the formula, volume is equal to mass by density. By using the same equation, we can find out mass flow rate, volumetric flow rate. So mass flow rate is 300,000 kg per hour by density will be, so at 30 degrees it will be around approximately the density of water will be, density at 30 degrees Celsius will always be 1000 kg per meter cube. So you just take it at 1000 and you cancel this one, it will be around 300 meter cube per kg per meter cube per hour. So if you go into the formula, we need this in meter cube per second. So just try to convert 300 divided by 3600. It will give meter cube per second. So we can calculate the delta, keep that in mind. Now we got Q. Now the head we can approximately take, for example, 25 meters. The water pump has to pump about differential head of head is equal to 25 meters. Okay, now we can H and density we know and gravity we know. So we know all the values. Now introduce these values into the power calculation. So mostly all the pumps may have around 70%, 70 to 75, 80% efficiency only. So we are taking just approximate values, the common values. And motors may have around 85 to 90%, like that, 80 to 90 like that. So we can take that approximate values to calculate for even for the household purposes also. Okay. Now let's get into the problem. So P is equal to Q, that we already calculated. So value that is equal to, you can write directly like 300 divided by 3600 into H rho g. H is 25 meters and rho is 1000 and this one is 9.81. This is the standard constant. So the final output will be 20.416 kilowatt. Sorry, actually this will come in watts. 20416 watts. So if you take it in kilowatts, it will be 20.416 kilowatt. So this is the theoretical power required for these values. So the efficiency of the pump given here is 70%. This is for 70% efficiency only. So you need for 100%. So just introduce this efficiency. The total power required is equal to theoretical power is equal to power calculated for these conditions. This can be tell power divided by efficiency. Theta P. This we can say actual power because the total calculation is for 70% pump efficiency. So what is the theoretical requirement for 100% power? Okay, so 20.416 divided by 0.7. You will get around 27.968 kilowatt. So this one we got this in kilowatt. This is the total theoretical power required. Okay. So and one more thing is that we need to take that in horsepower calculation. So why? Because all the power motor will be rated in horsepower. So you can further calculate it. You know the motor efficiency. This is for pump efficiency, the total theoretical power requirement. So if you go in motor, so the motor efficiency given here is based on the theoretical study. It is 90% efficiency. Already mentioned it. So 90% efficiency. Previously I told you. So you just include this one, similar, the same formula. So based on motor efficiency, because we are going to find out the appropriate motor which can be used for pumping this water, 300,000 kg water. Okay, so if you include this one, 27.968 with the efficiency of 90%. So it will be around 31.075. So this is the based on motor efficiency, and now we got the motor power. Okay, so this one you need to take it in horsepower to get the required motor. So if you convert this, the conversion factor from kilowatt to horsepower is approximately 1.34. So BHP required, which is equal to 31.075 into 1.34. This will give you approximately 41 HP. Okay, 41 horsepower. So if you go for the standard of 41 horsepower motor, that it won't be available. You are having the pump motor of 40 horsepower or either 50. So the standards are there. You can always go for higher power rate, not for the low one. So the required motor for this condition is 50 horsepower motor. That's how we have to calculate and find out which is the proper motor or what is the proper power required for this pumping. So guys, that's it for this one. If you have any doubts or any other calculation, you can ask it in the comment box. I will post that also. Thank you.